Our next guests are director Jessie Berger and actor Daina Michelle Griffith. Jessie is the founding artistic director of Red Bull Theater Company, which Time Out New York called the most exciting classical theater company in New York. He is making his 5th appearance at the Public, having previously directed A Number, Lifetimes 3, and I Am My Own Wife. Also making her 5th appearance at the Public, Daina has previously acted in Metamorphoses, Cabaret, and Amadeus. She was most recently seen in Quantum's When the Rain Stops Falling, and she has performed in many plays at City Theater, Pittsburgh Irish and Classical Theater, and the Rep. Now Jessie and Daina will be collaborating on Pittsburgh Public Theater's Circle Mirror Transformation. Thanks so much for joining us, Jessie and Daina.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us a little bit about Circle Mirror Transformation and its burgeoning playwright, Annie Baker.
Sure. Well, Annie Baker is one of the most exciting young playwrights out in America, writing in America today. And she's really, this play of her, Circle Mirror Transformation, really just exploded onto the New York theater scene. I guess it was about 1.5 years ago, maybe now 2 years ago.
That sounds about right.
And it was this quiet little play in a 99-seat theater, a well-known theater for nurturing new playwrights, the Playwrights Horizons in New York. And it just caught fire and caught audiences' imagination and actors' imaginations, and it ran for a quite extended run in New York, and now it's being done all across the country. And it's a beautiful play about 5 ordinary people who take a summer acting class in a community center in the town of Shirley, Vermont, a small town in Vermont. And what happens in that acting class are the 5 people go through a series of exercises, regular old acting exercises that many of your viewing audiences probably have had in an acting class here or there, or maybe have never experienced. And so the 5 people get to know each other over the course of a 6-week class, 6 classes over 6 weeks. And what happens to their lives and their relationships is really the story of Circle Mirror Transformation, and how their personal lives and their relationships change and grow over those 6 weeks, and sometimes in quite transformative ways.
Mm-hmm. Annie Baker is becoming well known for her unique cadence, specifically her pauses. I wonder if you can talk a little bit about what it's like directing such specific language, and Daina, can you talk about what it's like acting it?
I think it's wonderful. It's a great challenge, and my background in the theater is working with plays of heightened language, and I love great language in the theater, and I think Annie Baker's plays are a very contemporary version of that. It's super naturalistic writing. She works very hard to write exactly how we speak, and yet it is totally structured. There's nothing improvisatory about her writing. She will write silence, and she will write pauses, or she will write ums and ahs, and they're very particularly scored in the play, and they're packed with meaning. And so to direct it is like directing a minimalist piece of music. It's really wonderful to find just the right, to articulate just the right feeling for each ellipse, to find just the right note to play on that for the collaborating with the actor, and to pack the silences and the small words that the characters use with as much meaning and feeling that they have, which is very much how we are in real life. Very few of us go through life saying to be or not to be. That is the question, but we might say, I feel doubtful, or something. I might not even use the word doubtful. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's really a great pleasure to work on text like this. It's a great challenge, and it's rewarding every day.
Daina, tell us about the experience of acting this kind of language.
It's different, and it's fun. I was thinking last night that we say the word really a whole lot, and you don't say the word really in plays very often, or the word a lot. I mean, it's really written like how we speak. And the pauses, where at first they were a little overwhelming because you felt like, oh my goodness, I'm waiting for so long. Now that we've rehearsed it, we understand what fills those pauses, and that we all have pauses in our life. So it's written really beautifully and really truthfully and very honestly, and it's fun to do. It's difficult, but it's always difficult. So it's another challenge. It's fun.
And your character of Teresa is really an actress. She moved from New York to this town in Vermont, but she was doing acting work. What is it like playing an actress, and do you have any special insight?
I like to think that Teresa is a different actress from myself, in that when a character, actually John Shepard, on stage yesterday, in character asked me what part of New York I lived in, and I said White Plains. The first thing that came out of my mouth was White Plains. So I don't know, it never talks about her training or college or any type of classes that she's actually taken. So I don't, in my mind, she wasn't really working on Broadway. She was out there pounding the pavement, but I think I don't know, it's just like any other character. It does allow me, though, to be kind of goofy and kind of, because I'm goofy, and so she must be goofy because...
So you can bring that part of yourself to the character.
Exactly, which is usually kind of kept at bay because, you're doing a British stoic woman or something, but this is able to, I could just be, and it's kind of fantastic. It's very liberating to just be able to be on stage and modern, and it's fun. Yeah.
So there are many acting exercises that these characters portray. Can you tell me if you have any favorite acting exercises of your own? And Jesse, did you have any of the actors do acting exercises to prep for this?
Well, yes, actually, one of my favorite things we did as part of this process that Ted Pappas, and the artistic director, and I did during the auditions was we asked every actor who auditioned for the play to share with us their favorite acting exercise, and it was the extraordinary thing about it was that they each had a different one. I don't think we saw the same exercise twice. And so these exercises they're almost like the DNA of many young actors and directors and everyone who gets involved in the theater. It's one of the first things we encounter when we start taking classes on acting is all these exercises. And so we use them in the audition process, and then we use them every day in rehearsal. We've been doing acting exercises every day. We do some of the ones that are in the play, and we do some others that we bring into the room. One of my favorites is the machine game, but it's difficult to do that sitting in chairs. But we use that a lot.
And Dana, do you have a favorite acting exercise? And what did you do for your audition?
My audition, I did this game called Big Booty, and we did it last summer with this playwriting class that I taught at the Pittsburgh Public School System. And so it's called Big Booty, and it's a rhythm thing, and it's kind of ridiculous, but super fun, and gets the kids, up and moving and rapping. And
We did it in rehersal one day,
in
but
rehearsal
I was
one
a complete
day.
failure at it, so
So never again.
We've never done it
again.
again.
The actors were all good at it. So.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with your last week of rehearsal and then previews. Pittsburgh Public Theater presents Annie Baker's Circle Mirror Transformation, running March 3rd through April 3rd. For tickets, call the O'Reilly Theater box office at 412-316-1600 or buy online at ppt.org. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come see the show.
Yeah.